We just had a unexpected and very severe storm roll through in the last hour.
It was crazy.
We actually couldn't even get up to the property. We started coming up and the storm was so bad it wasn't safe. We had to turn around. And the storm whipped up our tarp, soaking all of the floorboards, which we were meant to sand and paint today. The storm was strong enough to take down several trees and easily peeled back the tarp and soaked them all the way through. So the only thing we can do is lay them out and dry and try again another day once they're dry. Just so you know, these boards on the end are not. So you might fall through. But
or take me out.
I'll take you out. But because of the weight of the board, you fall slowly.
Oh,
it's fine.
Oh.
This is not good.
So it seems that our worst fear is kind of coming into fruition here. These boards are warping. So hopefully we can salvage most of them, but some are just completely beyond
They're very
usable.
expensive.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I do have high hopes that we can get fans in here and salvage them. A couple are already too warped. We'll have to use them for scrap. And we can find this exact flooring pretty easily if we need to replace any. But it's not cheap flooring. Wood in Italy is very expensive. So we're gonna do our best to salvage it. I'm just gonna film so that I don't have to carry anymore, okay?
Right.
It's fine.
I'm
Yeah.
to break for lunch.
No, you're doing a good job.
What?
You're doing a good job. A few more. I missed the shot. Can you do it again?
Miss what shot? No.
So yesterday I actually washed all of the walls once more, the same, not the same power washing that we did before, but I used a garden hose to kind of rinse all of the walls down. So it's not the best drying environment in here. You can see I'm dripping in sweat because it's so humid. But I'm already starting to feel a little bit better about the boards. We certainly have a good dozen, maybe 10 or so boards that are probably warped beyond use. But everything else seems like it's going to dry quickly and is going to be just fine. The reason that I washed the walls again is because that really strong power washer isn't really good for rinsing off the final small debris off of the walls. Because it's simply too powerful, you touch it against the wall and it kicks up all kinds of other dirt and splattering it all over the wall. So I had to just spend basically an entire day slowly washing and rinsing everything off. We'll place the short boards across. Ooh,
Oh,
pinch.
ouch.
That's why you wear gloves. And then we'll set the long boards on top of it. And this will be kind of our station for sanding and painting now.
So we have a ton of boards that we have to sand down, but thankfully we only have to do one side because The top side will be covered up by the concrete flooring on the second floor. But on the first floor, we will actually have this as our ceiling. So what I'm doing right now is sanding these down so that we can then paint them white, and that will be what we see when we look up from the first floor. So the concrete floor is required by code that we have to put that in, but we will be covering it with a real wood floor on top. I love this kind of stuff because I feel like we're getting to like the pretty stuff. I'm so excited. But it's a lot of work. But that's okay. It's fun.
First, I just want to test to make sure it's actually a good quality paint. It says you're not supposed to use it on wood, which they wanted to charge me like 5 times the price for wood paint. This is just fine.
What paint doesn't go on wood?
Exactly.
Like, wood is the easiest thing to paint.
So they didn't say that you couldn't use it on. It just wasn't advertised specifically for wood. This is advertised for brick and literally in drywall and literally everything else. But if you want paint for wood, it's 4 to 5 times the cost.
That's so strange.
All right. We'll have to turn this light off to test the color of white.
Yeah.
To make sure we like it. Because this is a terrible light. I think it's good.
It looks good.
But we need to decide if we're going to whitewash or
what exactly is whitewashing?
Basically
just really
dry
lightly.
brushing.
Yeah.
Dry brushing. So you see like a little bit of the undertones underneath. When we do our flooring, I definitely want to do, and you ask my dad, he's got a technique that's really, really good. He can send me a video or something, I'm sure. But it's like a dry brush technique.
Yeah.
He's got like a little bit of gray in it, a little bit of white.
I think for the ceiling, I just like solid white. Because you're going to have the contrast of the beams. Like, I don't think we need that. And save that for the floor.
For the floor, I want that.
Yeah.
Not exactly that, but for the ceiling.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's my alarm. It's time to go pick
up the kids. So this week the girls have summer camp, so that's where I'm headed. I'm gonna go pick them up. They actually are learning a lot of really cool things like sewing and fencing, which Bradey and I are really jealous of. That sounds like so much fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up, and then we're gonna get back to the stone house and have some dinner.
We're making breakfast tacos for dinner.
When it comes to cooking, I have a really hard time letting go and letting the girls help, so Bradey is our master chef over here anyway, so he's gonna help lead the girls with this cooking project today.
Good cut. And then let's flip this one over. I'll hold this one, okay? Good job. And you can cut sideways. Great work.
This month we are doing a kitchen adventures version of Little Passports, and we are actually going to cook food from El Paso, Texas. So we're doing a little Tex-Mex. We're making breakfast tacos. I think this is one of my favorite boxes that we've actually ever received because it has a really cute little tortilla warmer, it has a build-it-yourself taco truck, and it even comes with a board game. The Kitchen Adventure subscription box is best for kids age 7 and up, but Little Passports has a wide variety of subscription boxes to choose from depending on the age and interest of your children. Little Passports is a great way to keep your kids busy during the summer or to supplement their education all year long. So if you'd like to check out Little Passports for your children or your grandchildren, now is the great time to do it. You can use our coupon code that's linked down below. It is Raising Voyagers 20 in order to get 20% off site-wide.
The recipe doesn't call for this. We're going to mix it up a little bit, and we're adding garlic and zucchini straight from our garden, which we're really excited about.
And we haven't tried it before.
I'm hungry. Cook faster. I'm going to teach you how to do this. Okay?
Oh, brother.
Okay?
You got it,
You're
Chloe.
going to hold it like this.
Okay.
Okay, just like this. Ready?
Don't.
Okay. Is that fine?
Well, what if it falls on the ground?
Okay. It's okay. Wow!
Good job, Chloe.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I want spicy sauce on mine.
How does it taste?
How does it taste?
Good.
Good job.
Next is mine.
Good house, Chloe.
Is it the thumbs up? Thumbs up. Good job.
I like having the floors open because when I'm missing a tool, I can just look down and scan the whole house. So because we don't have a lot of space, it's been this rather silly exercise of moving the boards from one room to the next to dry and then to sand and then to get them out of the way of sanding, and now we're moving them back to prepare a clean room for painting. So it feels a little silly, but we're moving the boards like 5 times each between everything, but we're getting through it. How's it going?
Good. I think we're maybe a third of the way through painting the floor in this room.
Yeah, we put the camera down for a minute because we had
Can't
some
get
work
any work
to do.
done. It's like film or work. So yes, we've gotten quite a bit of this room done, which I'm very excited about. We still have a lot to do. So we have to finish painting these boards, let them dry, see if we need a second coat, and then nail them in. I'm so excited to see what the ceiling downstairs in the kitchen is going to look like. I think it's going to be beautiful.
So I'll give you a small tour of the floorboard painting operation. Heather's painting over here. I'm painting this stack, and then when they dry, we carry them over here. We gotta fix that door. It needs to be a lot taller. And then when they're drying, we bring them over to this room, which we're calling our clean room, which is not that clean, and stacking them up here to dry. Eventually we'll do a second, third, fourth layer. It's a lot. Alexa. Do you want to come up in here? Please. Climb. Wow. You have a good day at school today?
Yeah.
We're working on your floor.
Oh, cool.
Your bedroom's the first floor.
You're so cool.
You want to come over?
Yeah.
Be careful. See, this floor is nice and solid now. And then it's painted underneath.
Why is there a light over there?
Make it brighter. So, Mommy and Daddy spent the whole day painting all the floorboards.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's going really slow though.
Really?
You see how there's like cracks between here?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Isn't
want
that
it.
supposed to be like that?
Not that big of a crack. It needs to squish together better. And I can't figure out how to get it to squish together better.
I mean, there's gonna be concrete over.
But from underneath, we want to make sure that
Oh my
it looks
goodness,
good.
you have a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
You should wear white today.
Where's Chloe? Hi.
Hey.
I didn't do much while you were picking them up at school. It was a struggle. Come on in.
Whoa, but it's gonna be so nice.
I told you it looks so homey.
It's a struggle to get in.
Is it hard? Is it because it's warped?
I think so. There's just a bigger gap between the boards than there should be. So I've been trying to force the boards together, but it's been a struggle. Why don't you get right here?
Oh, I thought I was the director.
There you go. Thank you, Alexa.
You're welcome.
So, where was I? This black crack right here mostly disappears once
Yeah.
you paint over it again.
I think it's fine when you paint over it. It looks just fine.
I was pretty bummed and disappointed until I came down and started painting from underneath.
Yeah.
And then it kind of
Yeah, it works.
hides those seams.
So fine, and it kind of adds to the character, I think.
Yeah.
It's fine. I love it. I think it's gonna look great.
So Heather had an idea last night, which she wanted me to try out today. Unfortunately, I think it turned out to be a good idea. I've just called her to come and take a look at it to make the final decision, but it might be necessary to rip everything up and start over. So I took your idea from last night and sanded a few boards down.
Yeah,
Is that better?
I like it.
Shoot.
I'm sorry. I mean, the solid is fine. Like, it really is fine.
That's so much better.
But it looks so much more fitting of the house, I think, to
Yeah.
have it the sanded. It looks really good.
Yeah, but it's an extra 10 hours of work.
I'm sorry.
No, it needs to be done. And then when you see the slight crack between them, since they are warped,
Yeah.
it looks natural.
Yeah.
Versus over here, it looks bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and then any kind of imperfections, I feel like, in the wood and everything, it just makes it have more character.
So I had to interrupt the boss on her editing day.
I'm the boss?
Yeah. Naturally, obviously. Because she had an idea last night after we finished working. We were a little worried about the stark white that we had originally chosen, and we had done a small side-by-side sample, but now seeing it in place in a larger area, the stark white is not the right decision. So it's hard to tell on camera, but here is a section that's completely stark white, and then here is a section where we took the same boards and then sanded them down to reveal some of the wood grain beneath it. And on camera, I can't quite tell the difference too much, but to the eye, it looks so much better on this side.
Yeah, there's no comparison.
It's your fault.
I have good ideas that sometimes cause more manual labor.
That is the truth. Honestly, I probably spend 3 or 4 hours just putting these, 8 boards together, because they just would not go together. But if I chop them down really short, then they slot in pretty easily. And at least since the seams are all covered, you can cut them
you
as
can't
short as
tell.
you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's great.
So since I can cut them short, then the warping shouldn't really be a problem.
Yeah, if there's any really bad sections, you can just kind of leave
Does
them
that
out.
crack bother you, that small crack there?
No.
Then we're fine. Then it should go down pretty quick. It's just the long, Sandy.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's fine. It means the sailing won't be finished for the video this weekend. I always like to have a project wrap up nicely in a video. It doesn't always work out.
That's not the way life works.
It's not the way life works.
Each week there isn't a nice, neat
Yeah.
wrap up.
So I got a little carried away on the video where we hand hewed these beams. The thumbnail, the image that you click on when you watch a video, I got a little creative with, and it took me, I don't know, 10, 12, maybe 15 tries of lighting the beams on fire to get the right image that I wanted. So they got a little too charged and I have to fix them. It's a bit annoying, but the way YouTube works, you have to put in a lot of effort on those thumbnails, otherwise they won't show the videos to people. A lot of people thought that it was photoshopped or fake, and no, it was real.